Cody here with Mountain High Hockey, and today we're going to do a review of the Sparx Skate Sharpening machine. Now, this machine, when we first heard about it, me being from a small town and us doing hockey camps in places that don't have big hockey shops and pro shops, this machine blew our mind, and we really had to see if the hype was real and if the job that it did with the convenience factor plus the price was at a pro level. And here's the review, and we'll tell you exactly what we think. Now, when you buy the Sparx Sharpener, it comes with one grind ring of your choice. So you can choose whatever hollow you want. It comes with one of those. It comes with a stone, and it comes with a leather stroke. The other thing it comes with is it comes with this tool that helps align the machine to make sure that the sharpenings are straight and your edges are even, and your alignment ring. Now, these two things are only used for the setup when aligning the machine, and then you can put them away. Now, when using this machine for a team, every hollow is a must-have. You're not going to have players using the same hollow every single time, so you're going to need that variation from 3/8 all the way to an inch. They also have a cross grinding ring that is very important for getting out huge nicks or making sure that you're able to cross grind brand new blades, so you don't have to run a normal grind ring 10, 15 times on that blade. Two other must-haves, in my opinion, is the Sparx blade checker, or the edge checker. This makes sure that you know if your machine's aligned, and it helps you figure out if your blades are bent or straight. And then also, now with everyone, or mostly everyone, using a trigger system on a tuck, this is an extra blade holder that you're able to just put in the machine. You can sharpen all your spare blades, and you don't have to take your blades out of your holders, and you're ready to go, dialed up with a spare set. All right, now that you've seen all the accessories, I'm going to take you through the process of how to set up the machine and then sharpen a pair of skates. All right, so I already have this machine set up, and the only thing that it took to set up is putting on this lever, which is super easy, just clamps on. Okay, this allows you to push down, the slot opens up, this comes out. Okay, obviously close that back up, and then we just had to take some paper off of the tray that collects the blade shavings. So now all you have to do, you plug in the back just like a printer, press the on button, lights illuminate, and it's on. We put our skate in by pushing on the clamp. We're here. Now, it will not sharpen unless these lights are off. So as soon as we put the skate in, then all of a sudden we have to push and make sure that these lights are off and it's secured. Okay? Now, this is the last step before we can sharpen, is we're going to press these arrows. This is going to allow us to move the grind ring to figure out where we want first contact on the blade. And this is important because we want it to be nice and smooth. We don't want to get too high on the blades of the skates, but we also don't want to get too low where we don't have everything that's touching the ice sharp. It's a pretty good spot where it is right now, but if we had to move it higher or lower, we would just open up the case. We would take this red knob here, and we would turn it left or right. And there's, I believe, 8 settings. So if you have brand new blades, obviously you're going to be where it's going to drop down. And if you have smaller blades that have been sharpened a lot, then it's going to go up, so it makes more contact on the blade. And now we're ready to sharpen. And now the last thing is we pick how many passes we want on the skate. Right now we're just going to do standard 4, which is marked with a circle. And then we just press the big arrow, and now you're sharpening. We were so excited about getting this machine because we had some edge problems with our team, and it wasn't necessarily that the trainer wasn't great at sharpening skates, but it was a combination of maybe the machine was out of alignment and the sharpenings just weren't consistent. We had gotten this machine for our hockey schools. We thought, you know what? If we're gonna sharpen kids' skates for our hockey schools, let's see if it really works under pro conditions and in the most extreme high pressure situations where guys are getting paid to play hockey. Let's see if it works for us. It was unbelievable, the results. The glide that we had on the ice, the grip that we had, it didn't matter if we had guys skating on an inch or we had guys skating on 3/8. Everybody had the same exact reaction, and it was just, this is what a sharpening should be. It was smooth. You just don't have to worry about what you're gonna get each time you go on the ice. And the biggest thing is that when you're paying $899 for a sharpener, you almost think it's too inexpensive to be good. And I think that throws a lot of people off for what the price point is and the job it does. I mean, it really does do a professional job. Overall, it's been phenomenal. And the biggest thing is that to be with the trainers, you don't want to hurt their feelings, especially on a pro team. We're at the highest level in Germany here. We have guys that played NHL games. We have guys that obviously played, hundreds of games in the American League. And you don't want to hurt the trainers' feelings. But this is just technology now. If you can get the same sharpening, especially when a guy gets their skates profiled, and you can keep the sharpening where your profile is not going away, because it's not easy to get your skates profiled in countries and places that aren't traditional hockey places. We don't all live in Canada where you can go down the street to Canadian Tire and they can profile your skates. So this is very, very nice and handy machine to have. And the trainers have been great. They understand that when they throw these on and they're sharpening these skates, that they're able to then sew up equipment or change the toques on a different skate while not wasting any time. So it's really been great that we've been able to work with our trainers and teach our trainers how to use this machine, and then we're just more efficient. We just thought that we would do a review because we've seen all of them from people at home, but then we have all these people saying, well, you're not a pro, what's it like? And we just thought as pros, since we do have hockey schools and we are going to be using this machine, that we should give a real review of what this machine is and test it at the pro level with everybody using it to really let everyone know what we actually think of this machine. And this isn't something that Sparx has paid for us to do. We paid for this machine. We bought every grind ring, and again, we did it for our hockey camps, but we wanted to try it out in a pro setting, and it's passed all the tests, and it's just an amazing piece of equipment that honestly is going to be a game changer. If you have any questions, comment on our YouTube page. And we'd love to talk about this because this is something that we're super passionate about, and anything to make it convenient for the player, and also to make sure that equipment is not holding back you as a hockey player, we're all for it. So great job, and thanks for tuning in to Mountain High Hockey, where it's all about the details.